I teach my little brother Remington.
Trenley and Remington Robson groom their show cattle at the Virginia State Fair.
And then we wash, clip, dry, brush, and basically just like clean them up for shows.
These children are the 5th generation of a Virginia farm family. They came here with their close family friend who adores the animals and with their mom.
You know, they're responsible. I'm there to help them, but it's their job to feed and water and wash and clip.
Kelly Robson enjoys watching her kids learn about responsibility and master new skills. They have that opportunity here and on the family farm in Culpeper. Robson, who has a degree in agriculture from Virginia Tech, came up much the same way under the tutelage of her father.
I was interested in farming from the time I was a toddler. Okay. My grandfather and father actually had a farm in Connecticut. They started up there. Then with some arm twisting and all, I got my parents to go in business with me here on this property in '73.
Farming entails a lot of challenge and not a lot of profit.
Well, 2014 was a good year. Other than that, not so good.
And inflation is making the margins even smaller.
Inflation, fuel, fertilizer, and herbicide prices, labor. The price of labor is higher than it's ever been, and it's also hard to find people that have experience.
For most of his years here, Dwayne Forrest has been a dairy farmer, but he says that became much more pain than profit.
I guess it was 2018, I believe. I sold the dairy herd. I was losing money. It's no fun, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day running a dairy farm and not making money.
In fact, Forrest says there are no dairy farms left in Culpeper. Nearly all of the dairy market, he says, now belongs to the big operations.
The larger dairies that are pretty much factory farms have their own nutritionists. They have their own veterinarians, and they just have to be really, really efficient.
In addition to beef cattle, Anchormere Farm also sells some hay and vegetables, mostly direct to customers on social media. And this is the reality for family farms, which have been disappearing by the thousands each year. America has lost more than 4 million farms since the late 1940s.
I think it's going to continue to go to either small and specialized or big, and that, the larger farmers are going to go where there's more open land, so out west. So around here, I think it's going to have to get really specialized.
Just a few miles from Anchormere, you'll find a very specialized farm, which is also part laboratory and part design center. Sempergreen is a worldwide operation trying to get its footing in roofing in the United States.
The temperature underneath that green roof is 75 degrees naturally. The moisture and then the evaporative capacity of the plants basically, cool off the building, so the draw on our air conditioning is a lot less. And it looks good. We sell green roofs, so that's what we do.
Oscar Warmerdam faces the same inflation pressures as other small farmers, but he says the bigger issue is that greener, more environmentally attuned buildings are a luxury most Americans avoid, whereas in Europe,
over there people are just really like green-minded. My parents recycle, they have 12 bins, and they have paper and magazines and aluminum and plastics in 3 different colors and codes and God knows what. So there's a huge effort by the public to be green.
The solution here has been to turn these eco-friendly rooftops into advanced storm drainage systems, appealing to space-conscious Americans.
Either a tank or some underground storage, water storage, or above-ground water storage, that all takes space. And if they keep the water on the roof, they can utilize that space at grade, that's what they call it, and put a Starbucks there, or they can park 5 more cars or something like that.
Supply chain issues also block progress for Sempergreen. Warmerdam says he can't deliver product that's already sold because recipients have no one to install. But that's the story of agriculture today, managing challenges and hoping things get easier. Thank you for watching. Continue to follow Virginia news and stories by subscribing to our VPM YouTube channel.